Hi guys, I'm Enchantress, and on this channel we go live twice a day. All right. On Sundays it's Angel Messages, Mondays Mystery Monday, and Tuesday is open mic for yes or no questions. So please subscribe so that you can join us in these lives and get notified. Donations are gladly accepted here to help us grow. We ask that you like, comment, share, guys. If you have not, slam the ding subscribe button. Okay. Like-minded souls are welcome here. All right. So please, if you're able to, become a member to the channel so you can get the perks of the channel. Hey, everyone. All right. You know what, guys? I got to tell you about a download. So when I picked up my phone by accident, I spelled out Issa. And Issa is a rune, okay? We're going to get to the live yes or no questions, but I do have some messages. So I spelled out Issa. I-S-A is what's spelled out, and looked at me. So I took it as a message or some type of download, okay? I don't know who's feeling icy. I don't know who's cold. Usually when you see Issa, it could represent a cold body, okay? Sometimes, not all the time. Not all the time, but it's a download. So I know it's something at a standstill. Somebody's very cold. Somebody could be, their ego could be playing a big role at this time. There's something with Issa. It's like ego. And this is something about somebody who feels like what they deserve, what they feel like they should have. This is that I know I should have that type of energy, okay? And it makes everything come to a standstill when you have that type of thought process. So this is somebody who, well, it should be mine. That I should have that, you know? That makes everything comes to a standstill. Issa suggesting that you let go of that ego and release what is holding onto you. So it's due to the ego that we lose sight of our purpose on the earth. So like I said, that entitlement personality will get you nothing. And it's also about a karma here. Your karma also plays a big part in the development of your ego. So sometimes people go, well, what did I do? Or what did I do? Why am I receiving bad karma? Your ego plays a very humble. If you're humble, you don't get that negative karma. But sometimes that ego can damage you. So somebody needs to hear this. Issa is encouraging you to take the time to examine what it is your ego is trying to do or say or protect. Do you need to continue holding on to this part of you? So somebody needs an ego death. And Issa sometimes represents a death, but it could be an ego death or it could be a physical death. So they're telling you that Issa can either be consuming, so it can consume you, okay? Being in this state of mind. I am going to clarify just to see what Issa was talking about. Why did I see Issa? Why did I spell out Issa this morning? Okay. There could be some type of offer coming in, all right? There's the Ace of Cups on the board. What is this Ace of Cups? I feel like, you know, this could be somebody needs to tap into their creative side because we're in the supermoon. And that kind of like tells you to slow down and maybe tap into your creative side. It is in Taurus. I think it's in Taurus. Yeah, it is. This confronts you, this moon confronts you with your own power. So it's going to be an increased brightness of the moon. If you look up, it's very illuminating. not just the nice guy, but also the shadows within. So it's going to reveal what needs to be seen. And it's so funny because that was the live last night for the all signs. What needs to be seen? It tells you what needs to be seen, what needs to be felt, and ultimately what needs to be released. This is a time when you've been working towards suddenly clicking things into place and events that seem to conspire in your favor. It's not quite here yet. I believe it's tomorrow. When it goes fully into Taurus, it's tomorrow. But it's a powerful moment. You can start to see it now. I saw it yesterday actually. Even before the night came, deep in the night, I could see the moon. That's what makes it super. Some of you are going to see it during the day, and I did. So I'm going to probably talk about this more later on with the signs about the supermoon and how it's going to affect everybody. But I do know when it's in Taurus, it is telling us to slow down, pay attention to things. Sometimes it's going to bring in psychic abilities and increase connections to the divine feminines. It also will put a veil between worlds that becomes thinner, allowing access to wisdom, downloads, and insights that may normally feel just beyond your reach. Dreams are going to be more vivid. And I'm not going to even talk about the dreams I had last night. They were coming left and right. With the supermoon, too, a lot of people don't know this. When that moon start coming in, you start sleeping less. You go to sleep for a few minutes, wake back up. You go to sleep for an hour, wake back up. Not all of you, some of you. Meditation may seem deeper, and creativity is unstoppable at this time. So you're going to be creating all kinds of stuff. It may seem kind of weird if you're into like crafts or anything like that. You're going to be going overboard with stuff, like stuff that you'd be like, okay, why would she make that? What is that? Like that type of stuff. Or why did you make that? I'm in that phase right now, so I know that it is affecting me because I decided to make this little Medusa doll, but we're not going to even talk about that. But anyways, I made a mermaid, so I'm making mystical creatures right now. Why? Don't ask me, okay? Blame it on the moon. So the supermoon is in Taurus, and it carries all amplified energy into the grounded, sensual realm of the earth sign. Taurus doesn't want us to just dream. They want us to build. They want us to create. They want us to manifest in ways that are tangible and touchable. Under this supermoon, we're not only going to reach for the stars, but we're going to bring the magic to the earth and giving in its form, okay? And giving it form. That's what's going to happen. We're going to be able to shape it, okay? You don't need to do anything special to receive the gifts of the supermoon. You just simply need to be aware of the presence of the moon and take a moment to stand beneath her light and open up yourself to her wisdom enough. She's already working her magic on you. So this is going to awaken parts of yourself that are ready to shine. So that's what this moon does. It illuminates things that need to be shown, that needs to be seen. So people could see you in a different light. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus is the goddess of love. It's the goddess of beauty, and it's also the goddess of abundance. Under this influence, this full moon doesn't ask you to reach for some distant goal or to transform something into someone new. It's telling you to shape, okay? Instead, they're whispering, you're already enough. You are already whole. Everything you need is already within you, okay? So this moon is like embodiment. It governs over physical senses, reminding us that our bodies give us wisdom and help us take control of our emotions. When our body is regulated, we feel calm in our nervous system. Then our emotions are also calm, and our energy is more under our control, okay? The moon also invites you again to slow down. It asks us to center ourselves through practices that connect us with our bodies and help us find peace, even if the world feels chaotic around us. It's time to focus on our senses or on things like the taste of our food and the earth beneath our feet. in the way our body and our breath feels as we move. In this simple moment of presence, we find the magic that we've been seeking. All right, guys, if you follow Krishan Rock and all those people and Blueface, he has been released from prison for those who care. He is in Aquarius. So under the full moon of Taurus, we're reminded that, I know that was random, guys. We're reminded that nature doesn't hurry, yet everything is accomplished. A flower doesn't strain to bloom, it just blooms. It simply unfolds in its own perfect timing. And Taurus teaches us the same as patience and to have trust. Your dreams, your healing, your growth are unfolding exactly as they should. Okay. It illuminates relationships as well with worthiness and abundance. So Taurus knows that true abundance isn't just about money in the bank. It's also about feeling worthy of receiving all the beauty that life has to offer. It's about knowing throughout your body and energy that you deserve love, comfort, creative expression, and happiness simply because you exist. Now remember, this supermoon is also during the retrograde shadow period. So in a few more days, we go into full retrograde, which is the 9th, but it's also colliding with this. So it's going to illuminate some things combined with the shadow period of retrograde. You don't have to do more on this moon. You just need to strive past the point that you feel safe in your nervous system. You simply need to be and in that being, okay? You're going to find yourself centered and feel worthy of the life that you want to manifest. The moon also teaches you to grow, not through behaviors that exhaust or deplete your energy, but through ones that nourish you and help you feel rooted in present awareness of your entire energetic field. Now, some of you do need to change your diet during this time, okay? Taurus rules the throat chakra. So this is expression and creativity at this time. But it isn't like, creativity of trying to prove yourselves. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. This is the creativity that flows naturally when we feel safe, when we feel grounded, and when we are connected to our inner knowing. That's when creativity comes out. When you're connected to your inner knowing, your own inner knowing. It's the song that emerges when no one is listening. It's the dance that happens when no one is watching. It's the art we create simply because it brings us happiness. We don't worry about whether somebody else likes it or loves it. If it brings you joy, you do it, okay? You do it. Okay, tonight is the night. I actually have one of those machines, and I actually was gonna start doing that to other people. But I've been so busy, I haven't even got a chance. I've had it probably now for about 2 years. So it's a good machine to have. And there's so many other things you can use too. You need the wooden pieces too. You need that whole set, the wooden, okay, pieces. All right, but anyways, I just happened to look up and see that. The shadow side of Taurus is going to show up. It could show up with stubbornness and resistance to change, clinging to comfort zones that no longer serve us. And that goes for anybody while this is in Taurus. This full moon is going to illuminate these places where we've become too rigid and too attached to the familiar. It's going to, they consider the moon a feminine energy. So she is going to show us that true security doesn't come from gripping tightly to what we know. Rather, it comes from trusting in our own abilities to create beauty and stability wherever we go. So whether you let go of things that no longer serve you or not, we do have an Ace of Cups coming in here, and I do see the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel may turn in your favor during this supermoon. It could eliminate. It could illuminate. You may need to eliminate something, but it could illuminate something that you desire. Could be bringing somebody back around too, also with the retrograde intertwining with this new moon. Guys, if you have any yes or no questions, you can go ahead and drop them now. And this is for the people who interact with the channel. If you know you commented on the past couple of lives, go ahead and drop your questions. If you did not, and you know you have done nothing, you either need to donate or become a member. So you know who you are. I don't have to explain to anybody who you are. You already know if you support the channel or not. And meaning you have to comment, you have to make yourself known. I have to see you in the comments, become a member, do something to help the channel grow. Clarify the Issa here. That's nice. Tonight's the night. That's nice. It's an art, it's a craft, and it will work, but you have to be consistent, and that's with anything. Anything you do, it must be consistent. Just don't stop. Just keep on doing it, and you will see, eventually you will see the results. Don't forget to get the wooden pieces too. Yep. It will work. All right, guys, you can drop those yes or no questions. If you're interested, or I could keep going with these downloads. I'm trying to clarify this Issa. So we have fire, creation, and destruction. Somebody is on fire. Everything you touch has an impact on creation and manifestation. Move forward with confidence to visit your Musenspellheimer is favorable, and the fire giants are offering you protection. Take heed that you may burn others with your heat, so apply caution and care. All right? So we got some cold energy here, and now we have some fire. Isn't that crazy? Fire and ice. Opposites may be attracting here, or somebody is hot and cold now. All right? Somebody could be hot one day, cold the next day. So there we have hot and cold on the board. Not by accident, it is a message. It is a message. All right, Life with Tony. A Life with Tony, I still see more work that needs to be done. There's some challenges. There's some stress here. There's some stagnation. All right. D. Madison. I kind of feel like that somebody may still be in some type of like something's going on inner with this person, but I feel like they might still reach out though. I feel like somebody may reach out, but they're not in the best energy. I'm just gonna put it to you that way. Somebody could reach out, D. Madison, but they're not in the best energy. Okay? They may reach out. Or they could reach out and express these things to you, like releasing like something or some type of worry, or they could be reaching out about something. They're hoping for something, but there's some inner turmoil with this person. The Nine of Swords reversed. They could reach out, but they're not in the best energy. Thank you, Peggy. Is Charlie missing Peggy? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. If you were generous to this person, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes to that, Life with Tony. You just have to make sure that you're doing the things necessary to get there, and you have to have this conversation with yourself on a daily basis. It's coming. I'm going to get there. All these things are coming. They're coming. I'm going to get it. I'm going to be able to reach this. I'm going to be doing this. You need to start visualizing it, but you have the star card. So I do feel like you're definitely going to get whatever it is. Okay? That's a yes, 100%. But you have to have hope. You have to have faith. You have to set your purpose and intention. It's good fortune, though. It's a good omen, and something's going to be rejuvenated. All right, tonight is the night. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes to that. Tonight is the night. I'm going to say yes. I think this person, either you learn a lot from this person or they learn a lot from you. But they do want to build something. They want to create something. They do want to collaborate, and they do want teamwork, or vice versa. You could want it. Patty. Thank you, thank you. Tonight is the night, Patty and Peggy. I'm going to say yes, but it may involve some type of traveling, Patty. It may involve traveling. You may have to go a little bit further than you normally do, but it's going to be a fulfillment here. I'm going to say yes, something's going to be complete. Because 21 reduces down to a 3, and that's the Empress energy. So I see abundance coming for you. This is the World card, but 21 breaks down to a 3, which is the Empress. So I see some abundance coming in. It's about something with the community. It's about optimism, and it's about joy, okay? Thank you, Carmen. Okay, Peggy, got another question? Or is this the same one? Did I answer that already? Or is this another one? Okay, yeah, this is another one. All right, Peggy, does Charlie want to be in a relationship with Peggy? All right, I kind of feel like if you guys have been having like some conflicts or disagreements, or something like that going on, I feel like somebody is feeling just a bit dissatisfied. So I think this person would be hesitant about a full relationship at this time because they're worried about like inner happiness, or they could not be showing this to you, that they have conflict inside about the relationship and that they're worried about their inner happiness. Somebody could be suffering in silence about something. So I don't think a relationship is a focal point right now. They could have feelings for you still, but this is not the focal point because there's something inside that's bothering this person. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, tonight is the night. Thank you so much, Carmen. Thank you guys for the donations. Thank you, Zelina. Are you going to travel this year? Spirit, please and thank you. Will Zelina travel this year? I think there's going to be some delays possibly in you making some moves. But this could be due to your own energy, Zelina. You could lack a little motivation or passion. Your energy needs to come up a little bit first. You could feel a little weighed down or a little bored, and it keeps you stuck. But I do see something happening later on. I do see the wheel of fortune turning in your favor, and then things may start moving. The wheel is stuck right now because the lack of motivation or passion about some things. You could be weighed down by something. It could be something keeping you in this energy, but the wheel is finally going to move, and you have good luck coming in and good karma coming in. The cycle is going to start to be at a turning point. So change is coming, an inevitable fate. So definitely something's going to move after a while. You're going to return to the beginning, only at a higher level in your spiral of life here. So you're coming back in a higher level here. All right. So something's going to change. It's going to turn around. You might roll right over top of those delays. Okay. Carmen, will you receive more opportunities with your singing career? So I'm going to give you some advice first, and then I'm going to read the tarot. So the advice here is you make sure you're putting yourself out there to get the opportunities that you deserve. Okay. I tell everybody the same thing. If you have a TikTok, even the people on here, you know, it's different from tarot. So you can let people know, Carmen, where you are if you like to give your information and let people come on TikToks and see you sing and stuff like that. So, you know, that can put you in the spotlight. Okay, so I do see a change coming. I do see something, you transitioning. You could have to move on from something in order for that to grow. In order for you to get some opportunities, you could have to leave possibly somewhere. Movement is necessary, okay? Movement and balance, solutions, okay? To get you going here. You may have to move around. You got to go out a little bit further, possibly, from where you are. And then I feel like, I don't know, some type of celebration is coming. You have to put yourself out there more in the community as well. Yeah, and your guardian angel has a message, Life with Tony. They want you to pause and they want you to surrender. They want you to let go of something, but they want you to get a new perspective. They want some type of enlightenment to come to you. They want you to view things differently than before. They want you to go deep within, make sacrifices, make the necessary changes, and release maybe a way of thinking. Dana, is Dana with the right person? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. Are they a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius? They don't have to be. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Dana? What's their zodiac sign? I feel like if this person hasn't come into themselves yet, they are a natural leader. And they do see the big picture. So they're mature and they could possibly be career focused. If this person doesn't have these qualities, this is the person this is what you need. So because we ask questions, I feel like it's advice. So sometimes it may not be spot on with the answer, but it's giving you the advice you need. You need a leader, a natural leader. You need a visionary. You need somebody who sees the big picture, who gets it. You need somebody who knows how to overcome challenges. And you need somebody mature and career focused. I don't know what's going on with my speech. He's a Pisces? Okay. Well, he still could be the King of Wands. You know if that fits or not. Okay. D. Madison is your friend, Chris. You're not going to pop up soon. I don't think that it's going to be this person that pops up. I feel like this person that you're talking about, they may have some repressed emotions. And if they do, it's like they're emotionally not there. It's like they're repressing something. They're holding something in. This is somebody who thinks they're an alpha when they do this. So they're not sharing their emotions. They could very well have feelings for you, but they're not going to tell you the way they should. Does Tiana know the person that she's supposed to be with or married to? Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. You already know the person. This is somebody who has high standards. And they have a skill that they can do, and they do it very well. and they do whatever they do. If they work, it's repetitive. They do the same thing over and over every day. Like if it's to take a hammer and knock on this nail, they do the same thing every day. It doesn't change. I mean, that's most jobs, but it's something with their hands. They do it repetitive. Whomever this person is. Then Dana, that could be him if those qualities match. I have to do this again. I can't believe the card fell. There's no way I'll know. I might just take it, even though it fell, Jim. I feel like there is somebody around that's like an outside influence. This person is possibly could be blocking you in some sort of way. Are you a Pisces? Who's the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Jim? Who's the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Is that you? Jim, who's the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Okay, you are. Okay, so this has to do with you, okay? I'm going to just say this. If you want a job, you have to fully focus on that inside. You're letting a 2 of Cups and a 3 of Swords block you from other things. It's codependency and insecurities that are blocking you. There's codependency and insecurity that's blocking you. And that's about a third party, possibly in a love dynamic. This is the energy that's stuck, that you have to release. It's insecurities and codependency, okay? You have to get rid of that energy so that you can move forward, so you can open up the door to something else or something new. Not so much in a relationship, but something new to come to you, and that's for you. Your worry is too deep when it comes down to a situation. There could be somebody else involved, but your worry is too deep. You have to let some of that go so you can open up the doorway to something else. Okay, you have to release that so that you can move forward and open up the door. It's like the door is closed because you're still bottled up with this type of energy. You're so worried and focused on this that you can't open up to something new or something else or the job. And I'm going to tell you why, too. I feel like, now don't take this offensive, please. It's just advice. I feel like you're blocking yourself, because if you're stuck there in your mind, it's like you want to see what's going on. You want to know what's going on. So it's keeping you from going to go get a job because you're not going to be able to see what's going on. So the blocks could be within. All right. That was kind of like a hard truth with your yes or no question, because I get worried when you guys ask the same thing repetitive over and over again. So we have to dig a little bit deeper to find out what these blocks are. Let me see if I can pull another card for you. What's the, oh, something fell out already. So we have to release that. You have to release that if you want to move forward. What's the advice for... Wow, cards are just falling out. I'm just going to have to take it, but let me see what the advice is with the runes for you, Jim. I'm just going to go a little bit further for you because, you know, it's kind of like repetitive, you know, questions. I know you've been looking for a job. It's been quite some time, so there has to be a block. Okay, this is absolutely spot on. ER came out. And this means that you have sustained some wounds, okay? In your mortal experience, you may be physically wounded or suffering, okay? So this could be, you know, it could be physically or it could be mentally, okay? This card is warning you to look after your health, so you can't let something like this eat you up, okay? You have to release this energy and you have to say, I need something to change for me. I need financial care. I need health care. You can't be a service to others if you're not all there, if you're not well. So you need to say, I need care. I need love. I need a job. I have to go out. I have to work. I have to release this energy of worry. It's telling me that it's an emotional element at the core. You have to address this situation. And something physical will manifest. They're telling me to tell you to burn cedar to clear your energy. So a piece of cedar. And they're telling you to exhale. They didn't say inhale, they said exhale. And they're telling you that that's going to release energy and help you with this healing process and let go of any attachments. So that was just some advice. Okay, so you kind of got to doctor yourself. As you can see in the depiction here, this person is, you know, they got herbs burning. They're doctoring themselves. They're caring more about themselves, okay, than worrying and stressing about another person, all right? So focus on yourself a little bit, okay, and healing yourself. Burn cedar, yes. Burn a piece of cedar to cleanse your energy. You can go outside and do it. You don't have to be inside. Yeah, you don't have to be inside. You can go outside. Okay, so I don't really think that you need any type of cleansing, Life with Tony, so much, but you need to realize that the first partnership you ever will have is with yourself. A union is within first, okay? You're going to be blessed with a union and a partnership too. They want me to tell you that. And you just have to be mindful to hold up your half of the sky. Any partnership, you have to take responsibility for your part. And this telling is just saying that is something going to come in. You're going to be blessed with a powerful connection. This partnership is going to give you love, relationship, or one in business. So you could go into business with this person or try to do something together. Either way, remember not to lose yourself in the depth of a connection or hand your power over to anyone. So it kind of could be telling me that you are a gift giver. This is talking about a marriage. So this could be somebody you're already married to. This speaks of a marriage. But it's talking about somebody has to play their part. If it's not you, it's the other person. And they have to come to grips with that. One person can do it all, but only for a certain amount of time before they get burnt out or before the other one becomes a wanderlust. Because if you're overworking and you're working yourself, if you don't have the right type of energy at home, that's a wanderlust. That's a way for somebody to go, let me look and see what else I can do because I got time on my hands since you've been away, boy. See? Time on somebody's hands. If they got too much time on their hands and that person is away, it opens the door for wanderlust energy. Keep in mind the importance of maintaining balance. That's all that it is with you, Life with Tony. Okay. Tiana, are your nieces and nephews going to be okay? I do feel like there's somebody who lacks accountability, and I do feel like somebody may feel guilty. There's some dishonesty going on, and I do feel like it's bad karma right now for them. Punishment is here. Unfairness, though, is here because somebody refuses to take accountability. So I do feel like, you know, this could be just a time of negative karma. And don't forget, when the parents do something, there's secrets too. Somebody needs to tell the truth about something, Tiana. Somebody's not telling the truth about something, okay? Somebody needs to fess up and tell the truth. There's something hidden. There's something that needs to come out, okay? Also, yeah, there's negative karma here. And remember that we as parents, sometimes we can drop karma off to our children if we're not moving how we're supposed to be moving. Your karma becomes their karma. That's your seed. It's unbiblical. You're tied. Okay? Will T and their family agree on the marriage? Yes, they will. They will vibe with. I'm going to say yes to that. And it's going to be a lot of reciprocity here. I think people are going to accept it. I do. I'm going to say yes to that. That's a shame, Tiana. All you can do though is do your part. You don't have to do anything extra unless you choose to. But you can definitely keep them covered, okay, with good thoughts and sending good vibes. But don't make yourself feel guilty for others' actions, okay? If you didn't do it or you didn't have anything to do with it, it's not your burden to carry. I'm not saying you can't help, but don't overextend your energy. You can do what you can do, like I'll bring you guys something to eat, I'll do this, I'll do that, but don't overextend too much because you're going to put burdens on yourself. And guess what? Their karma, their burdens, it's going to fall onto you. I hate to say it, but I'm telling you the truth. I experienced it. I took on people and took on other people's problems, and it didn't do nothing but create problems for myself. The same problems that they were having leaked onto me. If they're having financial problems, you'll have financial problems. If they're having problems with homes and losing homes and stuff like that, you'll start that. I can guarantee you that. When it tells you somebody is in the midst of a karma situation, do not take on that karma. do what you can do and say, listen, I have a lot of love for you guys. I do love you. I'm going to try to support you. I can support you through conversation. I can bring you things you need if I can afford it or if I can allot it. If you can't, don't try it. If it's too much and you go, no, I don't have that right now to give nobody, then don't do it if you cannot do it. If you don't have extra, don't do it. Okay? I'm just telling you something I know and I experience. Okay? And I continue to experience. Okay? So be cautious of that. What's the card of the day for the collective? What's the card of the day for the collective? Oh, wow, guys. Look at this. Of all cards, why is the Ten of Swords here? Why? What's this Ten of Swords for the card of the day? Betrayal, guys. If you know a King of Wands reverse, that's where it could be stemming from. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Somebody is betraying somebody. Possibly. Clarify this King of Wands reverse. They've made a decision. Whomever this is. And I guess the decision is to betray somebody. I'm done. That is a mess. What's the devil's energy coming towards the collective today? Let's see who this is. Tell me the devil's energy that's coming towards the collective. Oh boy, here we go. Magic, okay? Whether it's vulgar magic, whatever kind of magic, it's magic. So somebody could be sending magic your way. Return to sender before it even gets here. And this is somebody who comes in mild-mannered, like they don't mean any harm, but they are a snake, okay? Hey, I just wanted to come, say hi. Click, get out of here, I know. Click, I'm not talking to you. I'm not doing that. All right, what was the question? Okay. Dana, is your friend Michael looking out for me on the other side? How well did you know this person? Are they passed over? How well did you know this person, Dana? They passed over? It looks like they could be pointing you in the direction of trying to save money. They feel like you should save money. They want you to save money, and I feel like there's something with your emotions. They want you to get more have more emotional control over something. And maybe like, don't go into conflict a lot. They don't like that. Or maybe they don't like to see you upset at all. They want you to start agreeing to disagree. They don't like to see you upset. Whomever this is. All right, guys, back to the energy that's coming. I know, I saw it, Jim. I tried not to say anything. I'm so tired of that 29. That 29 has been following me for months now. And every 29th of the month, something happens. Every 29th of the month, something's happened for the past 3 or 4 months. Every 29th, something has happened. Seriously. And I'm so tired of it. And it breaks down to 11, so. So there's somebody that could be coming into to betray you, that lust dictates their actions. So if somebody comes in with that sexual energy, you already know it's going to be a betrayal. It's not real. All right? We're in illusion right now, guys. Look at the moon. Go outside and look at the moon. We are in an illusion. And the retrograde, everything is illuminated, though. It's an illusion, though. And somebody that's ugly inside and out could be coming towards you. And there's somebody, too, that could gain your trust but expose things. They don't have any loyalty. They're coming in Abagar to gain your trust. And this is somebody that's ugly inside and out. They're just ugly. They're an ugly person, whomever this is. Or they make themselves that way. They feel that way. And here's somebody coming in. This person can't fall in love, so they're not looking for love. They're coming to make you fall in love. Be careful for those of you that are going to the doctors as well. You know, there could be medication that's basically harming you instead of helping you. With bufonite. There could be some medications that's harming you instead of helping you. Guys, I'm going to be honest. That is my time, guys. That's my time. But thank you all for coming on. Thank you for the solid donations today, guys. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it, guys. I love you all, actually. And don't forget, I'll be back on here this evening at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all zodiac signs. We are going to try to look into this moon, this super moon that really hits in full blast tomorrow or tonight, I think. And then we're going to see how that affects the zodiac signs. All right, what you need to do and what's coming. All right, that's possibly what we're going to tap into, but I don't think I'm going to do full circle. I think I'm going to give you messages for your zodiac sign as well. So I'll tell you a little bit about the supermoon tonight with your zodiac sign, and then I'm going to give you some messages for your zodiac sign, like, you know, what's coming or something like that. So you'll get messages too. That's all I have. I love you all, guys. Please like, comment, share, guys. If you have not, slam the ding subscribe button, okay? If you're looking for protection jewelry, don't forget to go to Otter Spirit. Go to the main description on the channel, okay? So you type in the channel, go to the main description, and you're going to see the link and the code for Otter Spirit, okay? Or I believe it's in one of the posts, too. You can go to the community tab, the post, and look at, and it's on there. The link in the 20% is up there as well for Otter Spirit, okay? That's all I have, guys. I love you all. Thank you, Carmen, Tiana, Dana, Life with Tony, Jim. Thank you so much for modding today. Vibewood, I think, came on too. Yeah, there's Vibewood. Thank you, everyone. Tonight's the night. I seen her too. Thank you all for coming on. Only person I don't see is September. September's probably sleeping. September's sleeping. All right, guys. I love you all. That's all I have. Bye for now. Until next time. Enchanted Nemesis Tarot.